is radio station OKKK in Tuna, Texas, serving the greater Tuna area at 275 watts. Signing on.
Good morning, Tuna. This is Thurstan Willis.
And this is Arles Sturvey.
And this is the Willis
Sturvey
Report.
And here we go with the news. Take it away, Thurstan.
Well, folks, in the news today, we've got the winners of the Tuna Junior High American Heritage Essay Writing Contest. Now, this year's winner is Connie Karp. She's the daughter of W.H. and Vera Karp from right here in Tuna, with her essay entitled, Human Rights, Why Bother? Second place went to Jimbo Beaumont, a.k.a. the Flapjack, for his essay entitled, Living with Radiation. And third place went to Levita Posey for her essay, which was entitled, The Other Side of Bigotry. And, Arles, I don't know how they ever pick a winner with subjects like these.
Oh, I don't either. I tell you, it should make the citizens of Tuna proud to know we are still producing fine, well-educated students who know what America's all about.
They do!
Ronnie, this just in. Excuse me, Thurstan.
Go right ahead.
Oh, I got some bad news for the greater Tuna area. Former county judge Roscoe Buckner died yesterday of a severe stroke. Buckner, who was judge in the greater Tuna area for 47 years and who hung more people in the 30s than any other active judge, and had a history of heart trouble. Now, the body will lie in state at Harbert Funeral Home starting today at 12 noon, and Wexler Hubert says, if you come before noon, you're going to have to wait, because the judge won't be ready till noon.
Well, I'll tell you folks, that is some bad news. It is.
Now, on to the art scene. The on-again, off-again auditions for the Tuna Little Theater production of My Fair Lady are on again.
All right.
And they've been called off due to lack of budget, but Joe Bob Lipsy, who is the director of the show this year, and who is a recent graduate of Southwest Texas Eastern A&I State University,
Go Badgers,
has found a way to go ahead with the production by reusing sets and costumes from last year's show of South Pacific. And according to Joe Bob, this will be the first production ever of My Fair Lady to be set in Polynesia.
Well, now, Arles, something like that's liable to put us on the map.
On it.
On it. On it. They'll find us.
Joe Bob says get out your Hawaiian shirts and your grass skirts and your coconuts and get on out there to Coweta Baptist Church at 8:30 on Thursday night. Oh, and Joe Bob says he wants to integrate the cast this year, so if you know of any Negro or Mexican American actors or actresses, have them come on out and try out for chorus.
That's right. Come on out. Come on out. Who knows? You might even get a part.
You might. Well, Thursday, you got that farm report?
Yeah, I've got that farm report. Well, folks, it's going to be an incomplete farm report today as, well, not everything is in. But what I can tell you is beef is up, pork is down, chicken is vacillating, and, well, now, I don't know much about sow bellies, but it seems it's time for a word from our sponsor, Dee Dee's Used Weapons. And here's Dee Dee to tell us all about it. Dee!
Security have you blue? If so, come on by the store and browse our complete selection of used guns and knives. Or find what you need in our Mason tear gas department. Now, we understand that many people are hesitant to buy used weapons, but all of DD's weapons are absolutely guaranteed to kill. Now, you find weapons here that don't kill you, bring it on back. We'll give you something that will. It's on our guarantee. If DD's can't kill it, it's immortal.
Thank you, Dee Dee. Always a pleasure to have Dee Dee here on the show with us. Thank you, Dee Dee. And now it's time for our weather report. We're going to go out to the field with Harold Dean Lammer. So, Harold Dean, what's it gonna be?
It's gonna be a little bit of everything. We got some rain coming in from the north and a whole lot from the east, and a ton from the west and a bunch from the south. But by morning, that all cleared up, it's gonna be unbearably hot and humid. Oh, we're expecting about 100, 101 or so. It's gonna be about 100 so. They say it could be severe. The sky could go completely black. That's going to be around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4:15 or so. We also got this swarm of locusts that's heading our way from Louisiana. But we figured that the dust would probably kill out most of them. And the rest get wiped out in this tropical storm that's heading our way. This tropical storm, Luther, probably falling along at home. Hey! We hear about the 10 o'clock at that show. It's going to bring a lot of rain. It's going to be wet. It's going to be miserable. It's going to rain for several days. Back to you, Thurstan!
Well, folks, you heard it here. Rain. Now, you know, Harold Dean has to get up at about 4:30 in the morning to get those weather reports in on time. Sometimes we'll be on our way to the studio and we'll see Harold Dean standing out in the field in God knows what kind of weather.
I've seen him up to his neck in snow before.
Remember that time he found that water spout over by Hugh Miller's pond?
Picked him up and dropped him in Dewey County.
And he still got that report in on time. He did.
Thank you, Ronnie. This just in, a UFO, that is an unidentified flying object, has been spotted by RR Snavely over Lake Mobile. RR says it looks like a gigantic hovering chalupa without guacamole. Well, that's what it says.
It does. It does.
And now a note from our World News desk. Peace talks fail. Attack is imminent. Well, that's all the news we got for today. Stay tuned. We got Leonard on the line coming up.
Oh, thank you, Ronnie. I got a note here. You forgot to throw the switch. You are not on the air. Good morning, Tuna. This is Willis.
This is Arles Survey.
And this is the Willis
Survey
Report.
Fisk speaking to you for the Greater Tuna Humane Society, and I would like to take a minute to ask each of you to think about ducks. It's tough being a duck. Cartoons portray ducks as genetic mutants with speech impediments. The very word duck, when used as a verb, means to rapidly lower body position to avoid injury. So when you say duck to a person, you don't know whether they're talking about a bird or an accident. And the Chinese eat their feet. You may not know it, but we have a duck crisis situation right here in Tuna. Ever since the government flooded Buckner Basin, the wild ducks have got no nesting grounds left. We're up to our necks in homeless ducks. To remedy the situation, the Humane Society has published a pamphlet, Duck Trapping Without Trauma. And we are sending copies to every home in the Tuna area. Now, you bring the trapped ducks to me, P.T. Fisk, and I will personally relocate them in the unflooded areas. This is P.T. Fisk speaking to you for the Greater Tuna Humane Society. Thank you.
Oh, Roscoe, is that you? Oh, what have they done to you? Oh, you look so waxy. Those tight little lips and those beady little eyes will never see the light of day again, will they, Judge? Oh, how could I have loved you? How could I? Well, I guess a girl can be foolish. But you never did give me the time of day, did you, Judge? It's all right. I bore it. But then you sent my favorite nephew Stanley to reform school. And for what? Spray painting stop signs. Ooh, Judge, you might as well have killed him. He never has been the same. Now, I said I was going to sing over your grave. And Judge, I feel a soul coming on. Oh, the fox went out one stormy night. He prayed the moon to give him light. He said, I got me a mile ago before I reached the town. Oh, town,
the Virgil, that is to sign your name in, not to draw in. Now quit. Well, Pearl, I just don't know what to say. One dead body just looks like another dead body. Just dead and still and waxy. Virgil, I am gonna knock you into next week if you pick another flower. Now go on. Go on, wait in the car with Connie. Go. Don't it? 1, 2.
Vera, that boy's not right.
Glass houses. Well, Pearl, Judge Buckner has met his maker at last.
In a Dale Evans swimsuit. Judge, I don't think I can stand it. Oh, the fox went out one stormy night. He prayed the moon and the light. Said I got many miles to go before I reach